disgust, sadness. These were the emotions felt by African Americans on February 4th, 1999, when they heard that Amadou Diallo, a 21-year-old immigrant from Guinea, had been shot at 41 times and killed with 19 bullets by members of the New York Police Department Street Crime Unit. Yet, while shocked by the magnitude of police firepower used to kill this unarmed young man, we were not surprised. In a wide range of communities of color, being harassed or brutalized or even murdered by the police has never been a cause for surprise. Alarm, yes, but not surprise. We felt similar emotions 10 months later when the New York State Supreme Court's Appellate Division, an all-white panel of 5 judges responding to a defense motion, moved the trial of 4 officers indicted for the Diallo shooting from the Bronx to Albany, New York State capital. The justification? That it would be impossible to find 12 impartial jurors in the Bronx or anywhere else in New York City had a jury trial taken place. The appellate justices decided it would be better to move the trial to upstate Albany, an overwhelmingly white county 50 miles removed from New York, than to keep the trial in the Bronx, where the shooting took place, in an area where even fewer people of color become potential jurors, and where roughly 0% of the police officers who go on trial are acquitted. Nor did it come as a surprise when on February 25th, 4 officers who shot Amadou Diallo were each acquitted of all 6 charges against him, from second-degree murder down to reckless endangerment. After the jury deliberated for 2.5 days, a profound disappointment. Yes, but not a surprise. Surprise, shock, disbelief. These were the emotions most white Americans felt when they learned of Amadou Diallo's murder by police. Theirs is a world of white privilege in which whiteness confers not only power and opportunity, but also a presumption of innocence and the right to protection. It is a world in which the police are, if not exactly friends, certainly not enemies. A world which more often than not, if the players are a black person and a policeman, the policeman will receive the benefits of the doubt. Standing on a street corner in Manhattan 2 days after Diallo's murder, having just come from a meeting of concerned citizens to plan an organized response, I was so filled with frustration and sorrow that I turned to the woman beside me, waiting for the light to turn green, and asked, "What do you think about the cops shooting that man 41 times? She looked startled, confused. She could not feel the palpable rage, pain, and fear that pulsed through the black veins of the city and other cities across this nation. I don't know. I have to wait till all the facts are in. I'm sure they had a reason." She finally responded. Perhaps she saw the disgust and disappointment in my face. Stepping off the curb as the light turned green, she added, "I mean, he must have done something." She was gone before I could tell her that Amadou Diallo and thousands of others didn't do anything. His crime was being black and leaving his apartment building to go to get something to eat. Yet, much of America remains in denial about the magnitude of police brutality, reflecting a historical pattern that continued throughout the 20th century. Occasionally, as in the Diallo case, or the case of Abder Louima, a Haitian American who was beaten and then sodomized with a broken broom handle by a police officer, Justin A. Volpe, in a Brooklyn, New York police precinct. The sheer violence and horror of the crimes creates a sense of mass outrage and leads to mass activism. Police officers are actually indicted, tried, and possibly convicted. This, alas, rarely occurs.